What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with another review for you here. And today, for the first time in a long time, we're not talking about pudding, we're talking about cereal. And it's going to be Ghostbusters Cereal. Cinnamon Basketball Frosted Flakes featuring Shaquille O'Neal. And last but certainly not least, it's Kroger Super Kaleidos. It's got a blue cookie, a red cookie, and yellow with blue and red speckled cream that is fruity cereal flavored. There is a lot going on for a store brand product. You're getting your $1.99 worth for sure. So we're going to open up with regular cereals. Ryan, do you want to start with Frosted Flakes or Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters.
Let's bust it. First up is going to be the Ghostbusters cereal, and it looks like it does have a new movie tie-in. Ghostbusters Afterlife is some kind of a 2021 Ghostbusters film reviving that franchise. I guess that's why we got this beautiful box. I mean, you really can't argue with the design here. I'm tempted to take out my Ghostbusters cereal box from the archives today, but I have a better one that ties into the other product that I'm more excited about. Like, look, it's not Home Alone cereal, so I don't understand any movie references, and I have no emotional attachment to Ghostbusters, which I'm sure puts me probably in the minority relative to somebody who would care about buying a cereal like this. But the design is so beautiful. I love the cereal. The way it looks is cool. It is a fruity corn puff based cereal with weird blue blob marshmallows that I don't understand and very distinctive ghost white marshmallows. Those I do. You're supposed to bust them, I guess. So I'm going to try it dry a little bit here. Ryan, why don't you do the same? You know, I always get nervous when they say, like, it's a fruity cereal, but this is actually pretty good.
Kind of delightfully.
It is.
Reminds me of that subtly fruity sesame cereal. Sesame Street cereal.
Oh, yeah. Now I get it. Yeah, it does actually. Yeah. Which is funny because that was, I believe, a Kellogg's product, and this is General Mills. So maybe they just kind of took notice.
That's a big bite.
Bite needed more marshmallows. Out of the box, all of that like subtle fruitiness that is very tasty and delicious gets lost in the milk pretty much instantaneously. But as you add in more marshmallows, it kind of replenishes some of that sweetness. It adds in some extra texture. And I do think that overall it works. Look, just based on box design alone, of course, I can't possibly not recommend getting it, especially at $2.99 at Winn-Dixie if you have access to one of those stores. But it's not a super memorable tasting cereal. It's good enough to be okay, but I don't think good enough necessarily to warrant a repeat purchase. I'm a lot more interested in the next one, which is going to be the Cinnamon Basketballs Frosted Flakes. All right, next up is the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes with crispy cinnamon basketballs. Important to note that it is Frosted Flakes with crispy cinnamon basketballs because it is mostly Kellogg's Frosted Flakes in the bowl. Now, of course, I love Frosted Flakes just like everybody else, but I'm a little concerned with the emphasis on it being crispy cinnamon basketballs. Like, are these going to deteriorate at the same rate in milk? I don't know. Let's see how cinnamony it is first. It's a little cinnamony.
Wow.
Nothing crazy, but it's good. I like it. Very tasty.
Shaq knows how to make a cereal.
Dude, I trust Shaq on anything. I don't even, dude, I might even get the General. That's how much I trust him. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't possibly do that. All right. Let's see. I do trust him on cereal or basically anything food related. So that's where we stand right now.
Do they still make the double decker at Taco Bell? Because that is a Shaq.
Mm-hmm. I think they do.
Yeah.
It loses a lot of cinnamon flavor in milk. It tastes like Frosted Flakes. but it does have some mouth carviness with the basketballs. So what I was concerned about was that the basketballs just wouldn't soften at the same rate as the flakes, yet they do, and it's actually pretty good.
That must be lightning speed. Mm-hmm. Frosted Flakes go sog.
Dude, they're super soft. Super, super soft.
Nice.
It worked out really well. I like it.
Nice job, Shaq.
All right, Shaq, that was pretty interesting, but it's no Kroger Super Kaleidos. So it is a superhero-themed store brand Kroger Oreo, but it's got a blue cookie, a red cookie, yellow cream with speckles of blue and red on the inside. I guess that it's basically rip-off Superman design. $1.99 at Kroger. So you're ripping off Oreo and Superman simultaneously. I'm all for it. Kroger Kaleidos have long been my favorite type of Oreos, including Oreos. So I am really excited to try these. Ryan, why don't you go for a dry one there?
Ooh, excellent.
And of course, as is tradition, I am going to twist it apart and, oh, that cream does not come off all that easy. Okay. I taste the fruity cereal flavor.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I'm looking forward to it in milk, though. I mean, this is obviously designed to be consumed with milk. It's fruity cereal.
There you go.
That's good.
Gets fruitier in the milk.
It does. The cookies are the perfect texture. I just love the texture of Kroger Kaleidos so much better than Oreos. These are just outstanding. I'm really into it. This is great, great product. The Caps Countdown today actually does not need any reorganizing. That's because third place ended up going to the Ghostbusters Cereal. It's just one of those, it's okay, but it's unremarkable. I mean, in milk and out of milk, it's two pretty different experiences. You know, I like the subtle fruitiness of the, straight out of the box. I like the marshmallow crispiness, or like weird crunchiness. I don't even know how to describe it. I guess crunchy in milk. At the end of the day, pretty unremarkable. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. In third place on today's Caps Countdown. Second place, even though I really did like them, is the Kroger Super Kaleidos. It's not like they necessarily did anything wrong, but I think that there was just a ceiling to coming up with a fruity cereal flavored product, right? I mean, you can only like it as much as you like fruity cereal, pretty much.
Yeah.
They did a good job of capturing fruity cereal flavor, like a Fruity Pebbles kind of vibe to it. I love the texture. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Second place on today's Caps Countdown. First place, going to go to the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes with cinnamon basketballs. Look, this one really risked not working in milk, and it worked even better in milk. Everything kind of soggied up at the same pace, which is a very fast pace, but that's okay because it still tastes delicious. It's the right amount of cinnamon because it still tastes like Frosted Flakes, just with the addition of cinnamon. Cinnamon can be a very dominant, very overpowering flavor, and they use just the right amount. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. First place on today's Capsule Countdown. This is all about gimmicks, though. This volume, let's face it, we got some heavy-hitting designs and concepts. Ghostbusters Cereal. I love the simplicity. I love the black box. It's just really well done. 8.5 out of 10, which is tough for a movie tie-in cereal. Kroger Super Kaleidos, that's a 10 out of 10.
Nice.
It's so much more than what you'd expect a store brand to do, and I just love it so much. They could have done it with just the blue, with just the red, without going yellow, without just even making a huge gimmick out of it. They could have just made a fruity cereal flavor and people probably would have bought it because it's cheap. But they went way, way, way further with it, and I love them for it. I hope Kroger keeps doing stuff like that. I don't know if I like it as much as the sparkling unicorn ones, but it's pretty close. I'm not going to be nitpicky here. 10 out of 10 gimmick. I love Shaq and Tony teaming up too. I love the idea of making basketball-shaped cereal, which we're going to get into a little bit deeper in just a second. I'd say it's probably, unfortunately, the least interesting product of the day, but still pretty good. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10 for the gimmick. Now, I keep referencing a cereal that is basketball shaped and themed. So the From the Archives product today is the 1993 Wheaties Dunk-A-Balls cereal. They did not go the Shaq approach. There are not a bunch of Wheaties Flakes and then basketballs. These are basketball shaped and patterned cereal pieces.
That is detail.
That is excruciating detail. And the back actually makes a basketball hoop, like a little baby hot shot basketball. They call it the Breakfast of Champions for kids. I think that's going a little far, Wheaties. That's kind of bastardizing your own brain. But it's like this cereal that's going to be around for 2 months. It's the Breakfast of Champions for kids. Get out of here with that. Also, in 1994, they made a quarterback crunch that's football shaped with a football pattern. I'll show that some other time. I do have that. But this is really where it's at. I remember begging my parents for these as a kid and getting it and making the hoop and all that stuff. This is one I have vivid memories of as a kid because in 1993, believe it or not, I cared more about basketball than I did about any products. I loved basketball at the time. And Shaq was actually a big part of that. He was still like a rookie and generating a lot of excitement. Of course, we had just gone through the Dream Team and, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson's final days, and then my interest started to wane. But this was maybe the peak, actually. I really loved the Dunk-A-Balls, and I collected basketball cards at the time. And this was just a cool thing for me to experience as a kid, and one that I am glad to remind you guys of now.
Did they taste like Wheaties?
No, they just tasted like kicks, basically. All right, so on the next one, we're going to be going to candy. It's the M&M's Rockin' Nut Road, Reese's Ultimate Peanut Butter Cups, peanut butter on peanut butter, and Reese's Crunchy Peanut Bars. So lots of candy coming up next. So that is the Breakfast of Champions for guys in their mid-30s. All right, guys. So join us for that on Monday. And, of course, until next time, I will miss you until I see you.